What's up YouTube, Michelle here, and in this video we'll be talking about accepting what we can't control and what we can't change. And yeah, I really know what it feels like to really feel that you just want to gain some control back in life and you think that things are just going a little bit too chaotic. But the fact of the matter is, life is full of things that we just can't control and always will be. You know, this video looks at really learning how to differentiate between what you can't control and what you can control, and really learning how to truly step back and accept that and feel happy about that. You know, if you want to learn more about this, it's coming up. What's up? Before we start this video, we'll just talk about my self-help ebook called Help to Feel Happier in this Stressful Society. It really does relate to this particular video, and up here you'll find the link to download a free chapter of this very ebook, and you know, to really get a bit more of an understanding of what I'm talking about here. If you want to learn a bit more, just click up here and we'll get into the video. So hey, as always, I like to start off my videos with a personal feel to this. So I'll start off with saying that when it comes to accepting what we can and what we can't control, I've not always been good at this. You know, like I've said in previous videos, I have spent a lot of my life locked up in institutions, being told what time to get up, what time to go to bed, if I can have shoelaces in, and you know, all that chaos was really hard to cope with, and I was fighting against that. But I quickly actually realised, you know what, I couldn't control that, and I had to, you know, really learn how to control myself and the way I was viewing the situation. And what I found was that I had a lot of time, and you know, not much else, but I had time. And what I did with that time, instead of battling the system, what I did was write. You know, write poetry, write plays. I did artwork, short stories. I really did things that made me happy. And that is what this is about. I mean, you know, you can't control the weather. You know, you can't control whether somebody is going to like you or not tomorrow. You can't control whether that car over there is going to start speeding and run someone over. You can't control these things. But what you can control is your way you are viewing the situation. And this, again, is a form of mindfulness. It's a branch out, it's getting into psychology, but again, it is mainly mindfulness here. Now, what I'll quickly talk about is the 3 persons mindset that I have described in my ebook. And if you haven't read the ebook, you probably will enjoy it if you're enjoying these videos, and it is just here for a free chapter which talks really about the 3 persons mindset. And while I was in prison, I met a really nice woman, and over a game of coffee and cards, she disclosed to me that she was doing a life sentence for murder. And I was taken aback by her, you know, what she said to me. And because I was quite new to mindfulness at the time, I didn't realise, you know, why is this woman not moping about? You know what I mean? She's doing a life sentence. Why is she not depressed? But I quickly realised that you are your own happiness, you know. And she was just playing cards, and she was like, you know what? I'm going to go back to university. I'm going to get married. I'm going to have children. And she didn't let anything put her off her dreams. And there is a difference between realism and positivity. And, you know, this is, again, what we're talking about. Again, it's not saying, oh, well, there's an overdue bill, fuck it. That's irresponsible. But what I am saying is, despite the situation, despite what's going on around you, you know, somebody with a 3 persons mindset, somebody who is mindful, will say, well, you know, this is what I can do, this is what I can't do, and I'm going to focus on what I can do. It's positivity, and it's really been free. Because that woman could have chose to sit down and mope every single day. She could have said, you know what, I'm not doing this, and I'm not having a go at people with depression. But what I am saying is, it is a choice sometimes to look for the bad things in life. You know, depression is I go through depression a lot. You know, and I've got self-harm problems. You know, I'm not saying that I don't, but what I am saying is, you know, people can see what they want to see in life. You know, when they're walking down the street, some people will see the beautiful different colours of the leaves, but some people will only see, you know, the dead leaves on the floor. There's a difference here. What I'll also say when it comes to this is that I got to know a man a couple of years ago who had in his mind failed his A-levels, and I kept saying to this man, you know what happens if you've passed them? But no, he didn't listen. He kept, saying, you know what, I'm going to resit them, I'm going to resit them, I'm going to research ways that I can do this. And he was making himself ill every single day. It was getting worse and worse with this anxiety. And it turned out that he'd actually passed his A-levels with A's and B's. And again, he got that. I told him, and I think he felt quite embarrassed afterward, actually. He said to me, he said, Michelle, I've realised that I shouldn't have worried about my A-levels. And, it's alright to be a little bit apprehensive. But what I'm saying is, try not to add too much stress to an already stressful life. Because, I could sit here and say, oh my God, my university results aren't going to be good enough, oh my God. But it's going back to what I've already just said. It's going back to, the main principle of making yourself happy, Do your best, and if you know wholeheartedly that you've tried your best, what does it matter? If you failed, you've tried your best, and if you've passed, you've tried your best. Nothing will change the fact that you've tried your best, And that principle, again, it's a little bit about loving yourself, it's a little bit about mindfulness, it's a little bit about, working on anxiety, but the main principle is acceptance, because no, you can't control the world, you can't control everything, but you can control yourself. And the way you choose to interact with others, the way you choose to conduct yourself. And that's what's going to really, if you really master your interactions with other people, you'll become very, very happy like I've done, One more thing to say again is, going back to that people thing, you really cannot control other people. You can't. I mean, I would love it, to have a girlfriend tomorrow and everything's going to be happy, but things don't work like that. You can't buy girlfriends or boyfriends from the shop. We're living in a world where everyone's glued to screens. People are putting dear, Snapchat filters that make themselves look like rabbits all the time. Do you know what I mean? We're living in a very fake, idealised, plastic world. And I'm only 23 years old, but I can see that and I can feel that. But I do feel like I'm giving, a lot of value to this world, and I feel like I'm talking about true life things here, rawness. But what I will say is, people like phones, people like tablets. You can't control people like you control your phone, and you certainly can't change them. People are always going to disagree with us, and people are always going to not like us, and people are always going to, fight us, and we'll always get feelings for somebody that we really like, but she or he doesn't feel the same way, and so we look for answers, and we look deep within, and we search and search and search, but we don't find the answer. And I think sometimes the answer is not having an answer. You've tried your best, and that's that. Because people are not robots. They work in very mysterious ways sometimes. But, again, going back to that, what we can't control, that is one thing, what we can't control. Just yourself. I've not got much more to say on this, but again, if you have enjoyed this video, why not download the free chapter of my ebook, which really goes a little bit more in depth about this and a bit more of the examples that I've just shown here. And again, if you're liking these videos and the music and other things that I do on this channel, why not hit the subscribe button for more. And again, it's been Michelle. Never give up. Things do get better. Until next time.